Hello and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about 10 movie moments where actors' real reactions were caught on film. But before we get into that, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Now let's go into it, starting with Alan Rickman in Die Hard. Alan Rickman is a legendary actor, and many of us know him from his role of Snape in Harry Potter movies. But towards the end of the movie Die Hard, Alan Rickman's character Hans Gruber falls to his demise from the Nakatomi Plaza. In order to evoke real fear on Gruber's face, the film's director played a dirty trick on Rickman. They told him he would be dropped on the count of 3. However, the crew and the director privately agreed to drop him on 1. Because of this, Alan was completely terrified when he was dropped too early, and we have this genuine reaction caught on film. Next one we have is Steve Carell, the 40-year-old virgin. In The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Andy's co-workers find out he has never gone all the way. Because of this, they set out on a mission to help him finally lose his virginity. Unfortunately for Andy, this journey involves waxing his chest. In order to make the scene more genuine, Steve Carell agreed to have his chest waxed for real. His screams of pain and anguish were authentic as the blood on his chest. All of the lines from that were improvised in the moment, one of them being yelling Kelly Clarkson. Either way, the reactions of him and others in the scene were very genuine. Next one we have is Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy was made on an incredibly low budget. For the iconic scene in which Dustin Hoffman and John Wayne walk down the 6th Avenue, the film just didn't have the budget to shut down the street and fill it with extras. Instead of that, they decided to film the scene live on the street. The actors had radio mics on and they were filmed with hidden cameras. But in one moment, a cab tried to run the lights during one take, prompting Hoffman to yell,
I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Up yours, you son of a bitch! You don't talk me that way! Get out of here!
His famous line was a result of a genuine anger and frustration, as well as fear. Next one we have is Viggo Mortensen in Lord of the Rings. In The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Aragorn finds what he believes to be the remains of his hobbit friends. Sad, upset, and hopeless, Aragorn reacts in anger, kicking a helmet sitting on the ground before letting out a scream of anguish. As it turns out, the tormented scream was entirely real. When the actor kicked the helmet, he managed to break his toe, and the scream and the falling on the ground were his genuine reaction. And what's interesting is that scene made it to the final cut. Next one we have is Diane Kurger in Inglorious Bastards. In this movie, Diane Kruger's character is choked to her demise by the savvy and sadistic SS officer Hans. In order to really sell the scene and create an accurate depiction of what it'd be like to be strangled, director Quentin Tarantino decided that Kurger had to be choked for real on camera. As a matter of fact, Quentin Tarantino put his own hand on her neck and did the deed while the camera captured her anguished close-up. Next one we have is the fart story in Good Will Hunting. In an emotional scene in Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon's title character talks about a recent date, while telling his shrink that he doesn't know if he wants to see the girl again. Robin Williams launches into a story about his wife and how she used to fart in her sleep. Both Damon and Williams break down into laughter as William continues talking about his deceased partner. This memorable moment and turning point in the film was completely improvised by Williams. There was nothing about farting in the script, so Damon's laughing response on Williams' story was absolutely authentic. Next one we have is The Shining. In The Shining, Shelley Duvall's character, Wendy, had to capture a near constant sense of fear and anxiety. While playing the character was hard enough, the experience was made harder by the demands of the director, Stanley Kubrick. He was famous for treating her bad. He would critique her work and purposely isolate her while on set, increasing her anxiety to the point where she was barely healthy. As a matter of fact, the staircase scene was shot 127 times, and in that scene we can definitely see the stress and anxiety that the actress went through. Next one we have is Leonardo DiCaprio, who cuts his hand during the filming of Django Unchained. During a dining table scene in Django Unchained, DiCaprio's character gets pretty mad, smashing his hand on the table, but accidentally he smashes a glass and cuts his hand. Even though he is in pain, he continues the scene, even smearing his own blood on another character's face. Wow, now that's commitment. Next one we have is The Usual Suspects. In The Usual Suspects, there is a legendary scene that involves a police lineup of 5 well-known crooks. But according to one of the actors, the laughter in the scene wasn't initially part of the scene. What actually happened is that the actor Benicio del Toro kept farting during the scene, causing fits of laughter in his castmates. Although the director was frustrated at the time, he ultimately decided to keep that take in the movie. And for the last scene of this video is the Hateful Eight. In this Quentin Tarantino classic, there is a lot of suspense, and most of the suspense is broken down by this guitar that a character is playing. But in one scene, Kurt Russell accidentally destroyed this guitar. This guitar was from the 1870s, and this guitar was on a loan from the Martin Guitar Museum. When he smashes the guitar, Jennifer Jason Leigh's reaction to it is absolutely genuine. I mean, think about it. If that guitar was made in 1870, today it would be 151 years old. Either way, that's gonna be it for this video. We hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.